What's going on, guys? It's the Nola Hub here, back with another video. The New Orleans Saints moved to 2-1 after beating the New England Patriots 28-13. Gonna give my game thoughts. Gonna go through each thing step by step. And first off, the defense actually looks like a top five defense in the NFL. Even last week, the defense looked pretty good. It didn't show much so up on the scoreboard as we gave 26. But when you're on the field that often, you're going to give up a lot of points. I have to say, this defense looks tremendous. There is really not a bad spot on it except one, but we'll talk about that later. It looks elite. I mean, this is the best we've seen it. I got to say, at least through 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe recency bias is striking me, but it looks phenomenal, top to notch. I mean, it just looks great. Marshawn Lattimore is easily uh, playing to expectations. The contract was clearly worth it. Cam Jordan came to life for this game and was all freaking over Mac Jones. Demario Davis is the most underrated linebacker in the league, and it's not even close. God, he is so good at football. Um, it looks great. And the one downside to the defense is this man, Paulson Adebo. He's not ready. It's very clear. He's getting blown by. He's missing things. He's not ready. I mean, if there's one takeaway defensively, it's that Paulson Adebo is not ready to be a full-time starter. We have Bradley Roby. He played fine in his debut. We went out and traded for him. He needs to be put in. There's a reason Adebo's a third-round pick, not a first-rounder, not a second-rounder, because he was a developmental player that needs more time to develop. He's clearly not ready. Got to get Roby in there, man. I think, honestly, you give me Roby, Lattimore, and Chauncey, it's got a good mix of veteranship and, like, just pure talent. You got to move on from Adebo for right now. Next up, this love affair must stop. I don't care if it worked that one time and it worked the other time and it worked for the touchdown. It needs to stop. It's so predictable. I literally, when I see him come on the field, I close my eyes and I say to my roommates, I say this, QB draw. And I'm right every single time because it's the most predictable play in the NFL. Seriously, it's more predictable than like a Hail Mary because it's the only thing we run. It's not even working most of the time. It only worked in like garbage time. Well, it wasn't really garbage time. I take that back. It only worked in the fourth quarter. But if we want to be competitive, we need to design better plays. We did try, and it was like a little. He jumped forward and then looked to throw, but Trotman was covered. And I think that's what they were trying to get ready for the entire game was keep baiting them into, oh, he's gonna draw, and then finally, oh, but it didn't even work. It's not. It's like third down, and we're running Taysom Hill QB draws. We have Alvin Kamara, who had a great game and got the ball, was very involved. But, dude, even give it to Tony Jones Jr. I'm just tired of this stupid love affair. I don't know what you have on him, Taysom, but for God's sakes, stop. Please. For God's sakes. Y'all owe this man an apology. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, I've come to bat for this man like 20 million times. Aldrich Rosas is terrible. Watching him kick a football is actually painful. The spin he gets on the ball is ugly. The way he kicks it is ugly. We need this man back if we want to be a playoff contender because that game would have been over way sooner, but he just kept missing kicks. The 52-yarder is forgivable, but that other, I don't know exactly. I think it was definitely inside the 40, or it was inside a 40-yard field goal, but that was pathetic. I mean, it just looked ugly. He just looked terrible. And he's probably getting cut. I don't see a world where we bring him back, especially with Lutz being eligible to come back next week. I don't know if he will. We're going to have to see, but y'all owe this man an apology. I swear to God. He's terrible. That is all. Andres Pete is fucking terrible. I've come to bat for him. I've always said he's an average guard that just plays with a bunch of elite players and makes them look worse. No, he's just been shit this year. He's getting bitched by everyone. I mean, last week it was like Max Cross. He's just bad. He's just bad. And that's all I got for today.